Let's take a look at some everyday objects under the microscope today. Number 1. This one has to be my favorite. If I did not tell you it was a microscopic view, you might think you're looking at a Martian crater or maybe a close-up of a textured wall. So, what is it? Any guesses? We are starting with some everyday semi-solids, pastes. And the first on the list is the toothpaste. I have made a thin smear on the slide, no cover slip, and we are ready to go. The first sample is Colgate White and the second is Biotic toothpaste. To our eyes and hands, toothpaste feels creamy, smooth, almost soft. But under the microscope, it looks like uneven ground with little pebbles scattered everywhere. Those tiny irregular crystals are abrasive, usually made up of silica or calcium carbonate. They are added to help scrape plaque off teeth. What feels smooth to us is actually a landscape of microscopic grit. Next, let's peek into the makeup drawer. Here's a clear lip gloss. Under the microscope, it looks like tiny pink specks floating in a colorless background. And then there is lipstick smear, more heavily stained. And skin cream, smoother but with its own little textures. You can try a fun lighting experiment with makeup products. Normally, we keep the LED light source right beneath the condenser to evenly illuminate the slide. But shift the light a little to the side so it enters the sample at an angle, and you've got a basic version of oblique illumination. Under oblique light, makeup transforms. It looks like a miniature galaxy. Sparkles, highlights, shifting colors, the shadows get deeper, contrast sharpens, and the shimmer in these products becomes much more dramatic. That's because they are designed to scatter light and create a glowing effect on the skin. Now, let's head into the kitchen. Here's a black mustard seed or rye or Brassica nigra. To the naked eye, it's just a tiny smooth bead. But under the microscope, you can see that the surface is covered in tightly packed polygonal cells, like a tiny mosaic. It almost resembles a soccer ball, only with many more shapes. These are the epidermal cells of the seed coat or testa. These are thick-walled and tough. They form the seed's protective armor, guarding it from damage, pests, and even premature sprouting. Alright, let's add a bit of movement. Meet Artemia or baby brine shrimp. These tiny crustaceans are often hatched at home to feed aquarium fish. To hatch them, dissolve a spoonful of rock salt in water. Place the container in sunlight and add Artemia cyst. In about 2 days, the Artemia emerge and start darting around. Here's how they look under the 10x objective. To make them stand out, I'm using a simple trick, a dark field filter. And this is how they look with the filter. They almost glow. You can make this filter at home with a black card paper. Measure the diameter of the filter holder ring, 3 centimeters. That's the outer circle. I used 1 centimeter for the inner circle and about 2.5 centimeters for the middle circle. Cut along the lines and the filter is ready. Place it gently on the filter holder. A properly positioned dark field filter blocks the central light and lets only a ring of light pass through. This creates a hollow cone of light that falls on the specimen, keeping the background dark. The artemia light up beautifully against the dark backdrop. Microscopes let us see the familiar in unfamiliar ways. Toothpaste becomes a rocky landscape, makeup turns into a field of stars, seeds reveal hidden architecture, and tiny creatures glow like fireflies. All these details are always around us, we just need the right lens to notice them. If you like this tour, tell me which everyday objects you would want to explore next. There's a whole hidden world waiting. Thanks for joining and keep exploring.